I've been sitting out on my deck this Saturday morning off and on since about 5 o'clock this morning. And it's just really cruddy weather. As you can see, it's just rainy and drizzly and chilly. And I don't know if this is part of Helene or not. I just don't know, but it's just not pleasant out here. I thought we were supposed to have pretty weather today, but I guess that's just not in the offing. But I've been sitting around on the deck watching all these videos of this devastation left behind from Helene, particularly in the Appalachian region of like Asheville, North Carolina, and Blowing Rock and Townsend, Tennessee, and all these various areas where it just seems like Helene just went up there and sat. And it's caused just absolute devastation up there, massive flooding and just utter destruction. I've seen houses that are just floating down the street, not mobile homes, but now they're mobile homes. It's just terrible. All my folks in Georgia are safe and sound. Thank the Lord for that. But I know there's been a lot of people that have had their lives really turned upside down because of this. It's truly terrible, and my heart just goes out to these folks. This has been a big storm, I'll tell you. But anyway, I thought I'd just pop in, not necessarily anything to talk about, but I'm going to try and be regular in posting something every day if I can, but no promises, but I hope to anyway. But I was thinking that the other day I meant to, pardon me, I meant to mention this and I just forgot. I can't remember the last time I went to a theater to see a movie. I rarely go to a theater to see a movie. There's so many choices online to watch movies now that it kind of negates the necessity of actually going to a theater physically. It's a lot more convenient, of course, but I wanted to go see this film done by Matt Walsh called Am I a Racist? So I did. 2 big thumbs up. I highly recommend, if you want to go to the theater to see a film, if it's still available wherever you are, I highly recommend it. It's really well done. It's funny. It's a lot of satire. It's satirical in nature. Matt Walsh just does a fantastic job going around in different scenes and scenarios trying to ask the question of whether or not he is a racist. I have that term, and I have shared this before, the term racist and racism, I am so weary of because it is so overused, misunderstood, misapplied. Most people simply do not know what the heck the word racism even means. Matt Walsh does a really good job of exposing this, and it's a device that weak-minded people use against people with whom they have disagreements, and they can't formulate a coherent argument with the people with whom they disagree. So they just resort to these name calling, such as racist and all this jazz. And I say all that to say this. Ever since I started my channel, I've really not had any trouble with my subscribers and those who post in the comment section on the videos, and that's great. And I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, and everybody generally has been well behaved, even those who disagree with me. And I just want to make very clear, if you disagree with anything that I say on my channel, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. If you think I'm a lunatic and you want to post that in the comments and say, hey, you're all wet on this and here's why, knock yourself out. I don't care. My wife and I don't agree on everything. I'm not threatened or intimidated by anybody who disagrees with me. I mean, if we all agreed on everything, world would be kind of a boring place, I suppose. I was all in for Vivek Ramaswamy during the primaries. Marina was not, and we had discussions about that, but we weren't, throwing coffee cups at each other or calling each other names or anything because of it. Mature people who are, sound and stable in their mind, they can have disagreements with other people without it resorting to slinging mud. I said all that to say in my video that I posted yesterday, I had a commenter who did just that. I have yet, as long as I've had this channel, I have yet to have to deal with any miscreants until yesterday. I have never blocked anybody from my channel or banned them or whatever you call it. But last night, or actually this morning, I was forced to do that very thing with a subscriber that is no longer. This particular person did not agree with anything that I was saying in yesterday's video. That's fine. Again, I've got no problem with that. But if you're going to resort to name calling and insults, which I did not do with this subscriber, if you're going to call me a racist when you clearly don't even understand the meaning of the term yourself, if you're going to refer to me as a racist and a bigot and an idiot and other assorted names, these name calls and insults, you're gone. I'm sorry. If you can't formulate a coherent argument without acting like a third grader, then I don't want to listen to anything you've got to say. If you can make a coherent argument, do so. I will listen to you. I will interact with you, but I'm not going to allow you to come on the channel and sling mud and hurl your childish insults that only show that you have no argument to make, that only show how small-minded you actually are. I will defend all day long myself against any charge of racism. Folks, I know what racism means. I know what it is. I am not a racist. I do not care what your skin color is. I am not put off by your pigmentation whatsoever. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, brown, orange. It doesn't matter to me. That doesn't factor into anything whatsoever. So for anyone to refer to me as a racist, I am naturally going to get a little hackled about that, a little feather ruffled, if you will, about that. If you want to come on and disagree with me, knock yourself out. I will not block you. I will not ban you. I will not kick you out. I won't kick you to the curb at all. I'm fine with that. I'm secure. I am confident in what I believe. Can I be wrong? Absolutely, I can be wrong. I may be wrong on some things that I say, and I don't mind being challenged on anything that I say. But there's got to be some measure of civility. Think of it like this. If I brought you into my home and we shared a meal together, and during the meal we were discussing whatever, politics or religion or whatever, and you took a bite of your meal and you start hurling insults at me, calling me names and racist and a bigot and all this, it's going to be a short meal. It's going to be a short evening, and I'm going to kindly show you the door. You don't go into somebody's house that is hosting you and start hurling insults at them and expect there will be no repercussions, no ramifications. There will be. You wouldn't tolerate that in your home, and I'm not going to tolerate it on my channel. Again, all I'm asking for is a measure of civility. That's all I'm asking. Don't come in throwing stones and hurling insults. That's ridiculous. Nobody should tolerate that, no matter what your channel is about. That's what's on my heart, and that's what's on my mind. I'm going to go inside. I'm tired of battling the weather. I'm sitting out here under my umbrella, which is a pretty nifty device, actually. Georgia, Go Dogs is playing Bama tonight, and that's what I'm getting ready for. I won't be able to watch all of it. I go to bed early, of course. I go to bed at 8. I get up at 2:30, but I'll catch as much of it as I can before I tucker out. Hey, anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.